One of the world's most important shipping routes is jammed. The Suez Canal is a vital artery of international trade, but one of the largest container ships in the world is now blocking it. Let's first give you some numbers to help understand the extent of this crisis. The blockage has halted the trade of at least 6.3 million barrels of crude oil. This is worth $400 million. Indians are on board that stranded ship. It has a 25-member crew. All of them are Indians. The owner and the insurers of the ship are set to face millions in claims. Reports say container ships like this one are insured for damage of $100 to $140 million. The losses for those involved are heavy. According to a report, they're losing $400 million per hour. Every hour, $400 million. And if we have to go by the words of one of the experts, this situation could lead to a heart attack for global trade. But the race to clear the waterway is also inspiring a range of memes. Here's a report.
12% of global trade passes through this route. Now it is jammed. A massive ship about the size of 4 soccer fields is blocking the Suez Canal. Dozens of vessels are stuck. Rescue boats are trying to free this giant container ship called the Ever Given. This vessel is operated by a Taiwanese company called Evergreen. While traveling north towards the Mediterranean, it lost all power and ran sideways. What followed was a nightmare for global trade.
The Suez Canal is one of those absolutely strategic waterways of the world, like the Panama Canal is. It carries about 12% of world trade each year. That's roughly, in monetary terms, about $1.1 trillion worth of cargo passed through the Suez Canal, about 3 billion every day. About 18,000 ships use it a year, it's about 50 ships a day, so it's absolutely key. So you get something like this, a ship effectively blocking it, you actually really are blocking that trade flow.
The Suez is one of the world's most important trading routes. It links the Mediterranean with the Red Sea, connecting Asia, West Asia and Europe. Egypt, that has full control over the Suez, has now reopened an old channel to divert some traffic. But the blockage made some traders nervous. Oil prices climbed in the international markets initially. That's because the Suez is used to transport key supplies of oil and liquefied natural gas. Reports say more than 10 million barrels of oil are stuck on the Evergreen alone. The immediate challenge is to free up the Suez. But experts anticipate more trouble ahead.
With a cork being put in the Suez Canal, that now means a week from now, the northern European ports will not be receiving these port calls because the vessels are stuck down there. And then the cork comes out. It's almost like a ketchup bottle. Then you get both all the vessels in the queue and the additional normal vessels coming into the northern European ports at the same time. So the longer this lasts, the higher the risk that we're going to see massive congestion problems.
While the crisis is grave, some people on the internet saw the lighter side when an excavator was brought in to free up the ship. One netizen compared the situation to her battles with anxiety. Another found a rather creative way to visualize the problem at hand. And this one saw his own life problems in the giant ship. By Wednesday, the ship had partly refloated, but it could take a while to move it. This is a traffic jam of epic proportions. Don't expect the ships to move in a hurry, and don't expect the memes to stop flowing. Bureau Report, WION. World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.